Hey guys, Daniel here. I really appreciate you guys who do get something out of this, and do listen through. As I said yesterday, I'm still alive. I'm not gonna quit. I've been searching I searched up on Google and looked at about 2 or 3 different sites, and then I searched on YouTube, and I can't find any karaoke for the Devilskin Unborn. I've seen them live twice. It's funny because they don't sing about the devil, but they just call them that because it's like a metal band. They talk about fighting addiction, and there's some songs talking about fighting addiction, and then they'll have pictures of like demons in the back and stuff. But the thing is, majority of the songs are just personal life stuff. But no, their song's not on there, so I have another couple more searches by Tuesday. But if it's not there, I'll be doing the Linkin Park, Emptiness Machine, and Green Day. Nice Guys finish last. I've been thinking maybe I was a bit too harsh and need to open my boundaries up to people a lot more, but that's just because it's also forgiving and opening and that type of thing, and sometimes fawning, just because I wasn't afraid of confrontation or arguments, and I wasn't the toughest guy, but I played rugby and worked out at the gym, so but people say the more you're exposed to something, you'll get over it faster. I was more predisposed to rejection, but most guys are predisposed to rejection from women. But when the best friends you have might talk to you for like 5 minutes and that's about it or something, but then you end up, Kapaka group wasn't like that, but it fell apart in the end after years. But then you have these other ones who weren't like that. But you had these pictures of what your circle of friends was going to be like when you grow up, and it's nothing like it. So you push past it, as in you come to acceptance of it. So, not that they're bad, it's just that, you're like, when they grow up, and I still know I'm going to get my ideal woman. So, I was thinking about that, but it's like, I don't yell at people or threaten them, but when people say hi to me, I say hi back, but I'm standoffish in comparison to how I used to be. And I'm only able to do this with you guys because it's risky, but whoever it helps, it helps. I'm not going to give up until I get that 6-figure job, and I'm going to keep pushing, and so for the next, I wanted to be here in that spot 2 years ago, but now I sometimes get shortlisted for interviews, things like that. But also, spent 2 years going through the healing stuff, being that's my first priority, and then after that it's like back to it being like my third priority. Let's say there was 10 or 15 priorities, healing has always been right up there, as in like being mentally healthy, emotionally, and I think spirituality is everything you see, consume and do. And when I say don't limit God, it's just like everyone's got their own way they might have. I mean, I had a look when I read, I could see how people might take an offense to it. You know, they might have a little statue thing, and I was against that growing up because of what I was taught. But then I came across some statues of Jesus, and I felt the same connection as I did to that, as I did when I was in church or when I was out in nature. Now, obviously I grew up and questioned things, and I've got my own beliefs now. Just don't like the idea that the so-called, the kindest guy takes the blame. He gets killed on a cross. He takes the blame for all the sins in the world, right? The other thing is if someone has a different perspective of what God is, that's a sin that's just as bad as murdering someone. So. But I don't hate Christians, because that gave me strength. That gave me strength when I was a child, a teenager, right up to my mid-20s. That gave me strength to keep going. So I don't have an issue. And it's not what I was supposed to be talking about. But yeah, I just got to keep my boundaries strong, because that was a spiritual message. I totally forgot about that song, because that song came out in the mid-90s, and I was a Green Day fan from the early 2000s, because up until then I didn't know who they were, but not that I remember. And there's a song from the mid-90s that they sang. Nice guys finish last. You're washing up in class. I haven't looked at the lyrics, but it just resonates. And you don't need to wonder why. Nice guys finish last. You're washed up in your class. I'll check up those lyrics. Oi, 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 oi. Wet. And the emptiness machine, because it's like, I had to think about it. And it's like, I would see these females that I was attracted with and wanted to get with and have a relationship with. But then I'd see them backstab their friends and then say nice things to me, and then say things to me that they knew would have hurt their friends, and they were doing this and that. This is like the first conversation you're having with them, but you give them a second conversation because of their physical appearance. But by the end of the second conversation, they're trying to force you to believe something, and it's like, well, you're already backstabbing your friends. You're trying to force me to believe something I don't believe, and just other things like that. I can't imagine what the relationship would be like. So yeah, I mean, I understand now.